Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker down here at Motorcycle Park in the mighty metropolis of Marne, Iowa. Check out what I got today. Isn't that a beauty? That is a Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. What's so special about this one? This one is done up exactly like I'd like to do mine. It's the right color, it's got the right accessories, it's got everything I could possibly want in a Super Meteor 650. And I just love it. Everything but cruise control, and you can't get that. So what is a Super Meteor 650? Well, it is a air-cooled, parallel twin, single overhead cam, 4-valve per cylinder, oil cooler also. It makes about 47 horsepower, has about 39 foot-pounds of torque. That's about 53 Newton meters. It has a 6-speed transmission, a wonderful 6-speed transmission. The engine and transmission on these things are just matched up perfectly. The rear drive is the chain. It's got a 43 millimeter upside down fork on the front, massive 320 millimeter disc with a dual piston Barbary caliper, a mag wheel, beautiful 190/19 front tire running back here to the rear. I think the rear is a 16. I can't remember the size on it, but it's an absolutely beautiful one. It's about 150 millimeters wide, I believe. Big old disc on the back. You can't see them because of these beautiful bags. It's a 300 millimeter disc with a dual piston Barbary caliper on the back as well. Very nice, excellent brakes on these things. Just a really nifty thing. This has the lowest seat height of any of the Royal Enfields. I think it's 29.1 inches. I'll put the millimeters down below. The bike has a 3.9 gallon gas tank, and I know that because I ran one of these out of gas. Apparently I'm very good at that, and it took 3.9 gallons of fuel to fill it back up. The wet weight on something like this is about 530 pounds, and I'll put the kilograms down below for that as well. So what makes this one extra special? Well, let's start with just the color. I like this color. It's the blue and white. I can't remember what they call this, but I think it's celestial or something like that. It's an absolutely beautiful thing. So you got this shiny blue up here, gold stripe, this beautiful white here, and this gorgeous badge. Carries through down here. It's got the blue on the fenders. Both fenders are painted. Absolutely gorgeous. It comes with a touring seat as stock, has the backrest on it. It also comes with a fairing as a stock item. Now he's done some add-ons to this one, and I think y'all can kind of see some of them already, right? The crash bars, these absolutely gorgeous Royal Enfield saddlebags. Just look at those things. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He's also done some stuff up here. He's put bar risers on it. He tweaked the bars back a little bit to get them a little more comfortable. He put these bar weights on the end of here, and he said it actually made the vibration, not that it vibrated a lot, but he said the vibration went down slightly in the grips after doing that, and I'm assuming in the mirrors too. Running down this way, he's got the engine crash bars right there, and then he also put on these AEW pipes, and that's got a very good sound. We'll hear that when we start this hot rod up. Just an absolutely wonderful thing here. Now, if you look at the dash, check this out. Oh, show of works. See this here? This is a tire pressure monitoring system, and he put that on himself. I think that is a very good add to any motorcycle. A couple other really cool things that he added. He did add these wide foot pegs, which I think they should all have. But check this out. Heel toe shifter. That is an add-on, and I don't know why I haven't done that to mine yet, but I think that's coming really quick. Really quick. Now look at this. And I'm going to come over to the lighted side. Check this out. He did this himself. Isn't that neat? You cannot buy those anymore. You could for a minute, but so he made special adapters here that bolt into this to attach this properly and get them so that they flip up and everything. And he was telling me that when he rides this bike now, on the highway, he puts those down, and that's where his feet are 90% of the time. And he uses these more like highway pegs. Of course, that's where the brakes and the shifters are in the front, but he said that's really added a lot of comfort to the riding of the motorcycle. Let's jump up here and take a quick look at the dash. So over here, I call this the Oculus. He's got the analog speedometer on the outside. On the inside, there's an LCD screen. It's got a digital fuel gauge, an always present clock, an always present gear indicator. Down here, he's got trip meter, AB, and odometer also, and you do that by hitting this button over here. So over here, there is first off, it's an adjustable clutch lever, information button right here, and that's what you use to change trip A, trip B, and odometer. Flash to pass, low beam, high beam, blinkers, horn. Over here, kill switch, run switch, start switch, hazard lights. And then real quick, he's got a battery light and an oil pressure light. You know what I think? I think it is time for me to gear up and for us to go for a ride. Wahoo! Listen to those pipes. Those are AEW slip-ons. Baxter Cycle sells those. You can get them at baxtercycle.com. I like that. Very good sound, very good sound. Second longest motorcycle day I've ever had. I rode one of these about 800 miles. Started in Frisco, Colorado, and I ended up in Atlantic, Iowa. I went up into Wyoming and through Laramie and Cheyenne, and then I crossed Nebraska. There is Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. You need anything, new or used motorcycle, get a hold of those guys. Tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. Go to baxtercycle.com. Can we make the turn here? I think this has a 59-inch wheelbase. I can't remember what that is in millimeters. I'll put that down below. Boy, it has good sound, doesn't it? I call this the figure 8 test. Wait for traffic to pass on by. Look at that, look at that. Excellent clutch feel, by the way. What a grin, what an absolute grin. Can we make it? Yes, we can. Look at all that loose gravel. What a race bike. Y'all see that house over yonder? There's a hill behind that. We call that Bigfoot Hill. There's a couple Bigfoots up on top of that hill. About 3 of them. Welcome to South Marnie. Beautiful South Marnie. Fabulous South Marnie. Southern Marnie. Gosh, this thing sounds right. These pipes are excellent. I've got a friend named Dante. He's got a Super Meteor with the same pipes, and every time he comes to the shop, you can hear him a-coming. Same thing with Steve today on this one. You know, I love these levers. I forgot to mention that. These levers are the right shape, and they work really good with these grips. And I think when you have a good, comfortable lever like that, you know, it doesn't increase the clutch range or anything like that, but it makes it more usable, more enjoyable. And therefore, it feels like you have better control over the motorcycle. Does that make any sense? Let's go make some noise. Wahoo! And with great power, one must have great brakes. And this bike does. And look at how well it turns there, huh? Look at that, look at that. I love it, I love it. There's no tack on this, so we have to go by ear. What a gorgeous machine. This is the bike I really wanted. Oh, he's got bar risers on here too. And I guess, you know, I took the black one because the blue one just was not available. And I love the black one. It's a great bike. Welcome to Marnie, Iowa, home of Baxter Cycles, seller of new and used Royal Enfields, Triumphs, classic British bikes of all types, parts, accessories, thingamajigs, and doodads. Or go to baxtercycle.com. Make sure you tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. You know what we forgot to do? I'm all about spinning in circles, aren't I? Okay, let's go over here. We're going to do the bridge test. That's the new thing we do. Look at this, huh? Yeah, it's a breeze on this bike. Now that is a big truck. What a grin it is. We'll do the hill test here. Da, da, da. I like it a lot. This is a very long wheelbase bike, so it takes a little more room. Next time you all in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, make sure you stop right there at the Derailed Grill. Grab yourself a Wahoo burger. Let's go in here and take a look in the looking glass, see what we can spy. What we can spy in the looking glass. Okay, my friends, look at that beautiful motorcycle. Look at that gorgeous bike, huh? I like it already. Boy, the color is just right. I'm a red guy, but in this particular model, I really like the blue. Look at that, the blacked out engine, the paint, the white on the side. You know, the backrest on the back, those bags just blend right in, don't they? And of course, a gorgeous sound. I think even the fairing looks proper on this. It looks like it was made that way from the beginning. Look at that front end. Absolutely gorgeous. Me gusta mucho. So what's it like to ride this bike? Well, let's start in the garage. It's a heavy bike. It's a little, you know, a little weighty to push around, but not too bad. 530 pounds, I believe. Once you get it out and rolling around, it does pretty good. It's a little rakish, so you got to kind of watch it, but it's not too bad at all, really. I like it. 2-lane blacktops, it's a dream. You know, around town like this, and then 2-lane blacktops, it's a fun bike for that. It's not going to be the world's quickest handling or anything like that, but it's going to be very comfortable. And then on the interstate, it's just pure comfort, especially with this touring seat on it. I bought myself a Super Meteor with that in mind. I knew it would be a great highway bike. Cruisers sometimes make great highway bikes, and I bought my Super Meteor with the intent of going on very long rides, you know, 500, 600, 700 mile rides or longer. And for that, it has worked very well. I'm very happy with that. Seating position, your hips and your knees are about the same height, maybe your knee a little lower. Your heels are forward of your knees slightly. It is a forward control bike. You do sit straight up and down almost, and you do reach for the bars, but not too bad. It's a pretty comfortable place to sit, pretty comfortable place to be. And like I said, I rode this about 800 miles in one day, and I was very happy with it. It's a comfortable machine. Hey, look at that. Somebody's been spinning their tire on this stuff. We are not going to do that with this one. So what do I think of this thing? The windshield, for instance. What do I think of that? Well, I've been through miles of rain on this bike, with this windshield, on my bike with this windshield, and it worked very well. You know, I was comfortable and safe and all that neat stuff. The windshield does keep good amount of air off of you. It runs the bugs up over your helmet, at least at my height. I'm 5'8", and I just love the way this thing sounds. Now, if y'all are interested in a motorcycle like this, a new or used Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, need parts, doodads, thingamajigs, accessories, coats, jackets, shoes, boots, socks and underwear. Get yourself over here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell those fine folks that Fuzzy Biker sent you. There it is, Baxter Cycle. Now let's run this thing through Exhaust Pipe Alley real quick. It's going to be a good one. I like that. It's a beautiful day out here, my friends. I'm going to park this little hot rod, and I'm going to hop on another little motorcycle and go for a nifty little ride. Y'all do the same if you can. Life is good. Wahoo! I did have a hamburger for supper last night.